And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the swing.
Yeah, anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And our starting pitcher here today, Mike Soroka.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
Ready to go? And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. And that one fouled off. Check swing called strike. 0-2 now. Soroka with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now it's Juan Soto, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
1 out, base is empty. Soto with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Hit on the ground to short, into the outfield, base hit. And now a 2-out opportunity for Jesse Winker.
Batting fourth, the left fielder.
Here's Jesse Winker with 6 hits in the series coming into this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Winker with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one handled. Slings to first, out number 3. Mets strand 1. Now it'll be Washington's turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Nationals Park. And towing the slab in this one, Tylor Megill.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets, and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
And that's a fair ball.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Jacob Young getting ready to hit.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Just one hit in his last 5 games.
0-1's the count.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
And that misses. And it's 1-1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
And a 1-1. That's out to center field. And it gets down for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit.
After the loss yesterday afternoon where they really didn't ever get things going on offense, I think this is an important opportunity right here to pick up an early run.
On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Rosario, the lead runner at second. Young on at first with nobody out. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. The throw in. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And it's 1-0.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
First and second, no outs. For C.J. Abrams now. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. That one fouled off. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. You're in the finale of this 4-game set. Hit in the air, center field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Throw into third. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away. Here's Dave Martinez lineup for the Nationals. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Paul DeYoung.
And Boog, he's a guy who loves coming up with the chance to drive in his teammates. It's like he finds another level of focus. Batting over 300 with runners in scoring position this season. And you know what? Because of that, I wonder if the guys in front of him will see some better pitches to hit, because you don't want to put any free base runners on with him looming in the on-deck circle.
Luis Garcia at the plate now. That's ball 1.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it.
Runner takes off, back to the mound. Might have him hung up here. Handles, throws to first. Run scores, and that makes it 2-0 as they get the out. James Wood digging in for the Nationals.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
So I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Got him swinging. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Second inning coming up from our nation's capital. It's the Nationals 2 and the Mets nothing. Second inning set to go. And stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. Soroka back to work. Fought off foul.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That one ripped. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Starling Marte.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now it's Jose Siri.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. 10 hits in his last 5 games.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Siri with a homer in his last game. Soroka, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. To the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. They get it in quickly, so first and second now, one out.
Back-to-back base hits. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Brett Beatty digs in now.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Marte is waved home.
That's 3 singles in a row. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
So they're all loaded up. Luis Torrens will hit next. Golden opportunity right here. And that one fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
On the ground to third. To Young. To second. On the load. It's a double play.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
We head to the bottom of the second. Digging in. Stone Garrett. There's the strike. 95 of that one. He swings and fouls one off. Fly ball down the line. And that's a foul ball. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Batting eighth, the third baseman.
Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate.
Young.
DeYoung working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Comes up empty.
0-2.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 0-2. Ball one there. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, you always want those pitches back as a hitter. It caught a lot of the zone and definitely not the intended location. But those splitters can dance around and miss a barrel even when they're not perfectly executed.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Siri brings it in for the 3rd out. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers.
You could encounter the greats, or you could get shipped and counter the weight, but you counterfeit. I countered your fits, led you astray in the worst way. Too legit, them hammer days, and we buck
First pitch misses.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare. Only one other.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Mansingi, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit below 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
Here's Juan Soto. Lindor on the move.
Nope.
Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner at second, nobody out. Grounded to low. He takes it on his own and one away in the top of the third.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And that ball is gone. That one felt good. It's 2-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Now the left fielder, Jesse Winker. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. DeYoung makes the grab, 2 down.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. He's 0 for 1. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
In the air, out towards left center. He's got it. And that is out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. This is Mets baseball on the show, NYC. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers.
Rosario.
Right through there for a strike. Fouled off. He was late. Got him swinging.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jacob Young.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jacob Young. And the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. And a foul ball. Tied up here in the early going. High fly ball out to center field. Siri makes the catch for the out. 2 away down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. 2 out, space is empty. And that's off the inside edge. And the count 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two outs. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it drops in.
The batter, number 5.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Low off of first with 2 away. Smoked on the ground to second. Toss to Alonso. And that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. On to inning number 4. We are tied 2-2. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Wearing a cape apron, so I ain't saving you a cleaning house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what I'm about. Excuse me, miss.
In there at the knees, and it's 0-1.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground, and that's a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Jose Siri, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Marte on the move. Pitching for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Man at second. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Really nice sequence for a quick strikeout right there. A couple of breaking balls to get ahead, 0-2. Then pump the hard stuff by him for strike 3. And I like that he didn't mess around. Sometimes guys, they like to get too cute. They waste a pitch here or there and then find themselves back into a hitter's count. But right there, he had him right where he wanted him and pitched him aggressively to get the strikeout.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 3-2.
Comes through with the RBI. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Man at first with 1 gone. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. Line drive. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
The shortstop, Francisco.
Back to the top of the Mets order, and now it's Frankie Lindor. 1 for 2. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Jose A. Ferrer, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Number 68 getting cranked up as well. 2 on, 1 out. Fastball for a strike. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 4-2.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Juan Soto now 0 for 2 in this one. And that's in there for a strike. A slider that finds the mark.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out.
Man, it's so difficult as a hitter to get on a plane with that pitch. It's breaking down and in, and you've got to find a way to match the plane. And if it's nasty like that one, bite at the end. Most times you're swinging over the top and walking back to the dugout.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Alonso getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. That one ripped right center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Mike Soroka will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
DJ Hurts into the game.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
So runner at second, 2 down. Stepping in, Jesse Winker. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1-1.
That one missed.
2-1.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. Jeff McNeil stands in. And that is out of play. Alonso on third. Winker on at first with 2 down. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Wood settles under it and makes the catch. And that's the third out. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We're midway in the fourth. It's the Mets 6 and the Nationals 2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Luis Garcia.
Late with the swing there.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it, and you swing over the top. And that's why they call it a split-finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Swings through that.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball left side. In plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 down, base is empty. Stone Garrett digs in now. Fly to left his first time. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Back in Washington, D.C., and now the DH, Starling Marte. Hers measures 6 feet 2 inches, 195 pounds, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2019.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Jose Siri up now for the Mets.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Wastes no time there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now Brett Beatty, runner on the move, swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
In the air, left field. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
The catcher, number 13, Luis Torrens.
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1. cut on and lifted in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5. Back to the top of the lineup. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. And first offering is fouled off. High in the air, out to right. Garrett has this one sized up, and he makes the catch. And that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 7-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Paul DeYoung.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely. Well, these Nats just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
That's a ball.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count even 1-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Soto sizes this one up, hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the designated
and now it's Ahmed Rosario. Singled and scored back in the first. He's one for 2. That's in there. That's strike 1. The Mets leading by 5. Last half of inning number 5. The other way. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for Washington. They're down 5. It's 7-2. All set for the top of the 6th. And stepping in for New York, Juan Soto.
The right fielder, Juan Soto.
Hers back to work. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. Over to Lowe. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Up next for the Mets, the first baseman, Pete.
Here's Pete Alonso.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Fly ball center field. Young. And it's caught for the out.
The left fielder, number 3, Jesse.
2 outs, base is empty.
Winker.
Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. 1 for 3. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Jose A. Ferrer getting ready to go. Number 68, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter. So even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Ruiz on to first. And Winker is set down. And that will end the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 2-3-4, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 7 and the Nationals 2.
Now pitching.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Stanek.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Jacob Young. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And a breaking ball misses outside. That one outside, and it's 2-1. And there's a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has a really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Lindor on to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, number 5, shortstop,
C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals. And it's fouled away. High fly ball, right field. Soto sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and the inning is over.
Shawty, tell me where you at. I ain't about to pick you, but I probably send a cap. I was never.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jose A. Ferrer. He last pitched 2 days ago. And now, Jeff McNeil, 0 for 3 in this one.
McNeil.
And first offering is fouled off. Line to left. Calls it in, and there's one away.
The batter, number 6, designated hitter,
Starling Marte up to hit. Foul ball there.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
That one the other way. Fires over to first. Marte retired.
Hey man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent base.
Center fielder, Jose
2 down, base is empty, and now it's going to be Jose Siri. And first offering is fouled off.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Man at first, Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Step off throw to first. Siri back on a dive. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
And here it comes. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Mets 7 and the Nationals 2.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. A.J. Minter.
Well, the ERA tells you pretty much all you need to know. Under 1. He's been fantastic coming out of the pen.
And now it's Luis Garcia.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Garcia.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
The left fielder, number 29.
Up now for Washington, James Wood. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The 0-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Garrett now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Man at first, 1 away. There's the strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
DeYoung at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. And that's in for a strike. Garcia, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And we're back. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Torrens. As the lefty gets to work. And first offering is fouled off. Ferrer, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. He features a sinker, a changeup, a 4-seamer, and he works in a slider. And takes low for ball 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And it's now 1st and 2nd to start the inning.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Now the right fielder, Juan Soto. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Swing and a ball popped up. Brings it in, and there's one down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. On a line out towards center. Young makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. Line drive, base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. To third, tag, got him. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 8 and the Nationals 2.
Now pitching for
back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Oscar Brazovan.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Keibert Ruiz digging in for the Nationals.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And there's one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So digging in, Ahmed Rosario. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
Yeah, there's the strike.
He just has to understand that his skill set is unique and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play a long time in this league.
Fights it off, he'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Terrens with the throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And now up for Washington, Jacob Young. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold.
Well, he's under it to make the catch in center, and we'll take a break. This one pretty well decided at this point. Through 8 full, it's the Mets 8 and the Nationals 2. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Number 68.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. That's through there for a strike. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Jackson Rutledge up and throwing. in there at the knees for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
On the ground to short, Abrams. To first, one up, one down.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Now, Starling Marte. And the first pitch misses for ball one. The Mets up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. And a foul ball. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2.
So far, all we've seen in this at bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit.
The batter, the center fielder, Jose.
So up next,
Siri.
Jose Siri. On a line, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. And he beats it. He's safe.
Safe.
The catcher, number 13, Luis Torrens.
Here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. First offering, and it just misses.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss, and him out front for the strikeout. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. We talked about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Left field. Wood gets under it. He makes the grab. And that'll do it. They leave them loaded. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Mets 8 and the Nationals 2.
Now pitching for
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Edwin Diaz.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
The first base.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Oh, and there going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swings and misses. 1 down. And now the shortstop, C.J. Abrams. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Diaz, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. The Nats with a lot of ground to make up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. On the ground, McNeil. In the dirt, nice pick.
Great fundamentals there at first base. A textbook example of putting your body in position to make a play and doing just that. That's how they teach you to do it.
So they're down to their final out. Here's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. They're down to their final strike. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Diaz is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, there was no letdown after they got to 10 wins. Came out today, pushed it to 11. The opposition looks disgusted from the other side of the field. They respect the talent that's over there, but they also think that this is a lucky team. Well, that's the thing about baseball. You've got to be good and you've got to be lucky. Right now, they're clicking on all cylinders, and they're just going to ride it as long as it'll last.
8-2 the final here, and the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB.